Welcome to FarmMap4D. In this tutorial, we will be learning how to create grazing circles over your property. To start, open the Tool menu and click the Distance from Water Analysis tool. This tool will use the water points that you flag as being livestock drinking sources to create grazing circles. These circles help to identify areas within your paddock where your livestock will graze most intensively. Grazing intensity decreases the further away from water they get. The tool also uses fence line attributes to show where stock can and cannot get access to water. The first screen asks you, would you like to change any features? This includes either turning waters on or off, as may be the case if a dam has dried up, or allowing stock access to water through a fence, for example if stock may go through an open gate. This will be indicated then by the grazing circle going through the fence rather than being constrained by the fence. If you want to change any of the water point or fence attributes, click Yes to proceed. If you are happy with the current setup, click No. I will now demonstrate how to turn a water point on and allow access through a fence. Using the Distance from Water Analysis tool, we use Yes on the first screen to indicate that we wish to edit some water points. Select water points as the layer you wish to edit. Draw a box over the water you wish to edit. This brings up an attribute menu for the water point where you can change the livestock drinking source attribute from No to Yes. Click Save and Next, and then Exit. Reopening the Distance from Water Analysis tool, we use Yes on the first screen to indicate that we wish to edit some water points. Then we select Fences as the layer you wish to edit. Draw a box over the fences you wish to edit. This brings up the attribute menu for the fence, where you can change the Allow Access to Water attribute from No to Yes. Click Save and Next, then Exit. This allows the grazing circle to go through the fence, signifying stock drink from both sides of the fence. The Edit Features tool could also be used to directly make these changes before running the Distance from Water analysis. The tool has a simple interface allowing you to specify 3 distances in meters to use as buffers. As each circle gets larger, the intensity of grazing is likely to reduce. The default values for this tool are 1000, 2000 and 3000 meters. However, you can alter them to reflect your needs. Here I have used the default values. You can name each scenario you run to allow you to refer to it later. It's a good idea to include your circle size in the name for quick reference. In this case, I will call this Demo Normal Circle 1000 meters. Clicking Next runs the analysis. Note that this analysis can take 1 to 2 minutes depending on the number of water points. If the results don't display, ensure the grazing circle layer in the Grazing Plan Outputs group of the Layer panel is turned on. This allows you to pick up one of the grazing circle scenarios you have run previously and display it on the map from the drop-down menu at the top right of the screen. Here is the scenario we have just completed. You can see the different colours representing distances, and the circles have been constrained by the fence lines. Also, blue rings show the permanent waters, ephemeral water rings are an orange colour, and proposed water rings would be purple. See how the fence attributes in the water square here have constrained the grazing circles. To allow the grazing circle into the surrounding paddocks, we need to change the attributes of the fences, as we showed previously, to allow access to water. I'll make those changes and then rerun the analysis. If I make sure the analysis has exactly the same name as the previous analysis, it will save it over the top of the last analysis and you won't end up with a series of unwanted scenarios in your list. You can now see how we have changed the water circles to go through the water square into the surrounding paddocks. I will explore a different scenario. We may want to see what the analysis looks like as waters dry up during the year. We will start by turning off the ephemeral waters. Again, using the distance from water analysis tool, we use yes on the first screen to edit some water points and turn off the ephemeral points. Running the analysis again gives us a new view of the accessible areas without the ephemeral waters. In this case, I will call this Demo Permanent Circles 1000 meters. You can now see the effective grazing areas when only permanent waters are available. On screen, you can now see a series of grazing circle scenarios performed each month of the year after the 2014 wet season, as waters dried up on our demonstration property, Rainmore Station. See how the effective grazing area shrinks throughout the year after a few years of drought. Waters that were thought to be permanent were drying up. This allows you to examine the effective watered areas of your property throughout the year for planning purposes. This can also lead into calculations for stocking rate for each paddock throughout the year. The area under each grazing ring within each paddock can be downloaded as a spreadsheet by going to the Summary Tables tool and clicking on the Paddock by Grazing Circle. Then select the grazing circle scenario you wish to export the data for. A CSV file will download that you can open up as a spreadsheet. This completes the tutorial on grazing circle analysis.